Hi, this is Sheldon here from the Currency Advisory Desk with today's report. Well, we had the ADP non-farm employment change data which came in from the US yesterday at 162,000 versus an expected of 145,000. Now, we also had the ISM non-manufacturing PMI data which came in at 55.1 versus an expected level of 53.2. Now, these sets of outcomes are positive for the American economy. For the past couple of trading sessions, we've been witnessing a lot of positive outflow in terms of data that's coming out from US. Now, we also know that the elections are around the corner, and as stated earlier, this run-up could be due to the elections that are going to be held next month. So we advise our traders to not look too much into these sets of data. In fact, take them with a pinch of salt whenever you're building up any sort of position for long term, probably 2 months or 3 months, because post the elections we'll get a clearer picture from the American economy. Now, the dollar index is at 79.91, which is down by 0.18%. We are seeing the dollar continue trading in the 52 to 53 range for the past few trading sessions. However, we maintain our bearish outlook on the dollar rupee pair. Traders can short sell the dollar at around 51.95 if it breaks the 52 level support for a target of 51 to 50.85, that is. The services PMI data from United Kingdom was out yesterday. We witnessed a contraction of 52.2 from an expected level of 53.1. We're not getting any sort of positive news from the UK economy. We have the Bank of England policy meet today with the official monetary policy statement which will be issued only if the Bank of England decides to change the official bank rate or change the asset purchase facility. However, there are no such expectations in the market, and any change would come as a shocker for the pound, that is. Now, we expect the pound to break 1.6100 important support which it has against the dollar. We are already seeing, in Indian terms, we are already seeing the pound trading at 84.34 levels against the rupee. As we had discussed earlier, the pound will see further downside to probably around 82 to 82.50 levels before giving a minor bounce back. Along with the Bank of England, we also have the ECB press conference, and as like the Bank of England, there isn't much expected in terms of monetary policy change here also. We expect some sort of increased volatility in the euro against the US dollar, but there won't be anything much that will translate, as in there won't be anything that would probably lift the euro up. We are still bearish on the euro USD pair. Looking at Asia, well, expectations are ripe for a correction in risk assets. We've seen that internationally, we've seen all the risk assets witnessing a very good run-up. In fact, even if you track gold and silver, you will be aware of the one-sided gains that both these precious metals have had during the past few trading sessions. Now, we expect some sort of profit booking in risk assets, and hence there will be a correction, and we're going to be witnessing this in a few trading sessions coming henceforth. Now, the Chinese and South Korean markets are shut for the week-long mid-autumn festival, so there won't be any news flow from these two markets. Internationally, we have witnessed the dollar strengthen against the yen. However, we do not feel this momentum will continue and expect a reversal back. In rupee terms, we expect the yen to strengthen against the rupee and advise a buy at around 67.40 to 67.50 levels. Let's have a brief run through the technicals. Well, the dollar rupee, the support is at 51.50 level. The resistance we see is at 52.12. For the euro against the rupee, the spot support is seen as 66.50, and we have a resistance at around 67.75. For the pound, we see that there is a spot support at around 83 levels on the downside, and there is a resistance at around 84.32 levels. And for the yen, there is strong support at 65.70 levels and a resistance at around 66.33 levels on the upside. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thank you.